14 drivers. I'm happy about this, man. I'm genuinely happy about it. Are there 2 Ferraris in? I forgot to take note.
Yes, both Ferraris are in. Both Ferraris are in.
I love to see those guys on track together. They just something, but there's nowhere to orchestrate it.
I'm expecting a few spins today. We will see.
Yeah, this track is a traction track. At the same time, the drag is not as beneficial. I mean, the downforce is not as beneficial as you think.
You can cheat the system in Suzuka, bro. I think if you're gonna avoid the curbs,
Because you think here you need downforce, not really.
100%. Session will start in 0 seconds. Someone is lagging.
Yeah.
And off we go. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Evening to the only watcher that's watching us live right now. We are on race 22. 1 more week to go and the season is over. Carmelo joining us live in the commentary.
Amen. The season is coming to a close, man. It's been a dope fight in the Tier 2 drivers. You remember the first race, man, when you had like 8 safety cars in Abu Dhabi?
I remember that. The improvement, right? It's significant, ne?
It's been rapid, my guy. It's been rapid, man. We love to see the improvement. Less DNFs, less safety cars. Ah, man, I'm happy with Tier 2 so far.
100%.
So again, today Suzuka, and the person who designed this track is the same person who designed the track we're coming from, Netherlands.
Is it? Are you serious? Oh, that's nice to know. I wasn't aware of that.
Same gent who created Suzuka has created Zandvoort. And if you think about it, and if you look at it closely, you
similarity slightly. You see it. Who are we jumping live on first?
Man, we've got lots of drivers going
on their outlaps. I think the piece is in the front. Oh, they're pulling each other. There we go. Here we go with the Ferraris.
Bonga's right behind them. Is he trying to make a pass on Tepiso? Tepiso won't let him. But I don't know where they can orchestrate a tow. Do you have an idea? I don't think. Or maybe coming back on a hot lap in this area, it might work.
In Japan's gonna be tough. More dirty air than slipstream, eh?
Yeah. But you see where they are now.
They can. Yeah.
But what? Can buy you a tent?
Hey, just drive here, bro. Just drive. Let's go live with Utamayo. Shout out to the 4 archers that have joining us. We are in race 22 in Japan, Suzuka. Gonna be an interesting race. Very tricky track. But a beautiful track at the same time. Yeah, tight deck as well, yeah.
It's not a lot on this track. I think, what do you think? Is it a one-stop or without a safety car?
Soft hard for me.
Interesting. I'll do soft, medium, soft.
Soft, medium, soft.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonga has retired. We've got our first victim, ladies and gentlemen, in Japan. Bonga has DNF, and the S curves have just destroyed him.
Yeah, we have Rouge here. The S curves on the left, 10-3. 10-4 got to so unfortunately, the first Mercedes.
Without posting a time. And Ubonga is fighting to stay in the top 6 as he might have a chance for playoffs, but crashing out.
Tepiso crashed out as well. Oh, but man, his car's still moving. He doesn't have a front wing right now.
Hey, it's very luck. As we go live with Tamai. Probably the first one. Bonga against Miss Bonner. Yes, Bonga is out without posting a time, and he definitely needs points for today.
He does, man. So currently he'll be starting from last position in a track where most people find it hard to overtake. Interesting to see where he ends as Tamayo passes the line to set a time of a 30.8, and that's the time everyone needs to chase. Ubanqobi is coming out of the final corner. Will he be able to challenge that time Asesbone as he crosses the line? And he goes 3 tenths faster. Banqobi posts a 30.5 in Japan. Umshengu T in the Alfa Romeo driver we haven't seen much recently comes in 3rd place with a 1:32.8. Oh, Mike Tyson with 30. Mike Tyson's posting times lately. The Hua pushes Mike Tyson down as it does a 1:35.3. Oh yeah, the times are coming now. The drivers are getting more familiar with the track, are getting more comfortable with the track as Mike Tyson goes wide. We have more drivers on a hot lap. Ugama beginning his hot lap now. Koboza, the strategy upset. We have to see what he has in store for us Namhla at Japan and see what will it do for us today. He currently sits in the pit. I think him and Mike Tyson exchanged strategies because it was always Tyson who did not win a lap.
100%. Tyson is retired. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Yeah. I think Sector 1 is claiming a lot of victims today. So far we've lost Uma and Mike Tyson.
September post 131 one day, which moves him into P3. Interesting.
But Toby's time is actually a competitive time. That's actually a good time. It's actually a good time.
Stripes might be going again for his first lap. I think he pulled out of that one. He's shooting again in the ass.
Let us ride along with Stripes are going into 10-2. Goes a bit wide, but nothing tragic. He keeps on moving. Beautiful momentum is keeping to 10-3. Oh, Tegwe puts it in the wall. And TNFs as we were going through with Stregza. Stregza currently in Sector 1, navigating it well, goes into 10-6, takes it a bit cautiously, goes uphill and up the left-hander. This is about to summarize Sector 1. What is his time? He's 3 tenths down. His time is 1:58, but
he's probably going to improve that. Yeah.
As he goes into the hairpin, the slowest corner of the track, goes
off track, and he spins. I hope he didn't DNF. Did he DNF?
No, he didn't. He just broke a wing. He's just waiting. No, someone's coming through. Okay, Bantobi is currently on a hot lap, trying to improve on his time of a 1:30.5. This track is a very technical track. How you enter corners and exits is something very important.
Very, very technical, and I mean, we've just we're just about to pass the 7-minute mark. We already have 3 DNFs. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Ubanqobi goes off track in attempts to get a little bit more time. He goes into the final chicane, the chicane that claims a lot of lives on its exit. Oh, Ubanqobi goes to the pit, and I thought that's a hot lap, but I think he recognizes not improving, as well as his main competitor, Utamayo. Utamayo is also, I think, has abandoned and is preparing to start another hot lap.
Let's jump on with his teammate there, Melo Tsepiso, who broke his wing earlier.
So Tsepiso's back on track, not trying to waste time as he has not set a time, and his teammate currently sits in the front row as he navigates through the S's. Tsepiso's doing the moves, he's avoiding the curves which are very detrimental. He goes on track a bit, but doesn't cost him a lot as he goes left uphill. Full throttle as he slides left to conclude Sector 1. When what are his times say? I'm not getting that info as he goes into the technical part of Sector 2. Full throttle as he goes into the slowest corner of the track. Heavy braking into 2nd gear. Keeps it tight and power out the exit. Beautiful from Utsepiso. He powers out into a long right-hander. A bit of a bumpy road here. He goes downhill, a bit of an uphill. Beautifully kept by Utsepiso. Changes down to 5th gear, perfect, slows down a bit more, keeps it tight, a bit too tight as Tsepiso goes off track, but he powers out of that corner. I think he might have cost himself 2 or 3 tenths there. We wait to see as he powers down the longest straight in this track and one of the shortest sectors in this race as he is not improved on his time. He's going to the final chicane. Well, perfect. He takes that beautifully. His teammate currently sits with a 30.8. Utsepiso passes the finish line to do it. 32.3, which puts him behind his teammate on the grid and 4th place behind 3rd place Utsepo Temba. But Utsepiso's not slowing down. He is still moving. He's still going for another hot lap as the drivers get out of the way beautifully, man. I love to see the tier 2. Utsepiso's moving. Judging by the body eye, they just
invalidates. Oh.
Man, what a shame. The first 3 corners were beautifully taken by Utsepiso.
Hey, he's fighting. He
really is. He definitely has to. If his teammate is in the front row, he's trying to paint that front of the green red, so he's trying to do that most.
100%. There's a constructors conversation to have as well.
That was so close. Temba managed to just squeeze his way past him, and he manages to keep on going, man. He's still continuing with his hot lap. That is Utsepo Temba. Let us see how he does. He currently sits P3, splitting the Ferraris with a 1:31.1. As he comes to the end of sector 1, he is 2 tenths up on his current time, and that would actually disturb him. But he loses it. A snap of Utsepo Temba. But I don't think it costed him a lot. Keep it tight. Beautiful. Early on the power, yes, beautifully done by Utsepo Temba. I think this is going to be a threatening lap even to the pole-sitter of Bangobi in the McLaren, who is still in the pit, yet to come and fight back. 6.5 minutes left. We are having Utsepo Temba, cockpit view, riding with him in an attempt to break into the front row. His teammate Stroh is unfortunately not available this week again, and he has to hold the reins for the whole team. Utsepo Temba is just matching his previous time, but there's a whole lot of room for improvement in the final chicane. Yes, beautiful entry.
Nice tight entry. That was beautiful.
Temba does it beautifully as he powers down the start finish. Let's see what.
And it's the fastest lap. No, that last chicane. It's the final chicane. He took it clean. He took it perfectly.
Was too nice, man. Utsepo Temba goes fastest with that 1:30.4. Just a tenth faster than Ubangobi in P2, who has also come out on an outlap. He was about to put on his PJs and said, let me just go and put on a time again. Tamayo and Tepiso are in the pits trying to strategize what they can do about this Mercedes powered cars, man.
Let's jump live with the Topoza there, man. Sorry to interrupt. He's on the medium compound.
It's the strategy, man. It's always interesting to see what Topoza does. Topoza always tries to do something different. So we're riding with Topoza, currently on the hot lap now, approaching the last sector. Might have a bit of traffic, but we have drivers getting out of the way. Beautifully done. He's currently on the medium tire. Will he have time to change for the soft? I don't think so. But let us see what time he puts. Not a bad entry.
The exit. Oh no.
He decides to commit and goes for the lap, and Topoza does a 1:35.4, which is not bad. Puts him P5.
1:32.4 puts him in P5 on the medium compound. Will he pit again for softs, or will he settle for P5? What do you do in Japan? Do you don't you fight for track position in cases like this?
You do fight for traction what am I saying? In track position. But yeah, I think if you have the pace, you can wing it. Just that safety cars, man. This track is also unforgiving. So mistakes are costly. Mistakes are very costly. So I'd go for track position. And with that pace, with softs, I reckon you can go a full second faster.
100%.
Which will put him in P4.
100%.
So I think he should go for the softs, man. He should quickly dash to the pit.
As we are live with Umshengu T in P4. Hey, come on now. It's going for another stint. He's using the same compound tires that have done 2 laps.
Yeah, interesting to see, but that can't be advantageous for anybody.
Yeah.
But Toby did not improve on his time. He abandoned his time. And he's prepared to go again. I don't know if he's going to take a new set. Kid K, 97.
He's
in sector 1. Yeah. This thing is claiming more lives than the So we have Tsepiso. Is he on an attempt? Yes, he is. Hey, Tsepiso's relentless, eh? He has not spent a second in the pits.
Almost 3 tenths down on his time.
Yeah.
Improvement up, I mean, on his time. Take that clean. Keep it tight. Nice.
The entry was tricky, but let's see, man. 3 tenths is a lot of time. That would actually promote him to P3. He needs to be in formation with his teammates. Yes, Tsepiso, yes. He slowed down a bit.
Nah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes. Let's go, Tsepiso. Tsepiso is currently 110 powering down.
Purple sex.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. He is
Tsepiso.
chicane, the most famous. Take it.
That thing, yes.
Accelerate that car.
Keep it tight. They don't go to the right. I don't know why.
DRS zone. Oh. Moves in just one position. Takes him behind his teammate.
I don't know why the drivers, they're not keeping it tight to the right.
After the chicane, correct.
Because that can gain you half a tenth, man, which can take you a long way. We've got a minute and a half. We've lost 4 drivers, Paul, Matego, Kid K, and Mike Tyson. This track is unforgiving. Ubangobi is on a preparatory lap as he invalidated. He'll be looking to go again. Let's see what the McLaren has. His teammate offload. He currently sits P8. Bad for the McLaren team, but looking to challenge the Ferraris as we're gonna ride along with Bangobi as he blasts through the start finish where he will want to start in front. Going into turn 1, a tricky place where you just start braking, preparatory for turn 2, which is more technical, and Bangobi takes it beautifully. Ooh, he uses all of the track. Turn 3, Bangobi holding on it.
Man, Kobe! He was moving for that time. He was moving.
Riding along with Utamayo. Turn 1, preparatory braking. No, it doesn't. It only takes all the braking P2. Nice from Tamayo as he goes into turn 3, which just claimed the life of Bantu. He sees him on the left and waves at him. He goes past before. You see what time Tamayo will do. Keeping a beautiful rhythm throughout this section of corners as he blasts through the left-hander uphill. We'll see Tamayo, how fast does he go? Tamayo is 3 tenths up on his current time. He currently sits P2 with a 130.8, and if he maintains his pace, he has a chance to fight for goal. Going into the hairpin, beautiful entry, doesn't keep it tight, goes a bit wide, but nothing too costly. Beautiful exit from the Ferrari of Tamayo, followed by his teammate who only starts his fast lap now. Tamayo heading to one of the most difficult parts of the track, trying to carry minimum speed into that corner. He does, as quali is over. We only have 4 drivers in the pits. Mshev, Toboz, and MKG and Ludi will not be doing times. The drivers on track will have something to say as Tamayo goes 3 tenths fast. He's still maintaining his pace. He is challenging for pole. There's traffic in front of him, which I hope it doesn't impair him. The final chicane, it goes with Tamayo. Beautifully done from Tamayo. He blasts through the start finish. Where does Tamayo go?
Oh!
What happened?
Chicane! It was a loss, chicane.
It cost him, man.
Guys, that was qualified parked in dangerous.
Stagza has gotten so many black flags, but we shall talk about that another day. September, after invalidation, decides to just pit. Quali is over. And only a 10 is in between pole, man. Oh. What a fight, man. What a fight.
Let's jump live with Tsepiso with
7 tenths up.
With tires that are 5 laps old. Is he gonna take the chicane clean this time? Takes it in, goes out. Will he improve his hug that line. Oh!
He improves. He
really improved.
Really improved. So the Ferraris are always like fighting each other, just like Charles and Carlos Sainz. We've got Tamayo P3 and Tsepiso P4. Your pole seater today and currently sits P2 in the championship is September. Mr. Holiday has really come back with a statement. Kind of sitting P1 in front of his championship rival Bangobi in P2, just a 10 separating them. Shengu T is P5. What a return from the Alfa Romeo driver. And Koboza, Mr. Strategy, is the only driver in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, on the medium compound tire. Currently sits P6. MKG P7. Luditsepo in the McLaren is P8. Tyson and Kid K summarized the top 10. Gamma Maverick in the Alpha Tauri is in P11 and 139. Then we lost 3 drivers of Tengwe, Boma and Stegza, who started the back of the grid as they did not post the time on the board, man.
100%. Streezy again, all the way from Durban, giving a shout out to his teammate who currently sits in P1. Let's go.
Oh, definitely. And they're the strongest team. Honestly, that team against the Ferrari team is really formidable. And
100%. 100%.
Let us hope we don't have to do funny things. Let's just take a record of the screen.
I think we could. I think we could.
Okay, let's go, man. Suzuka, interesting. A lot of drivers as we chat. We're not looking forward to this track. Some stating various reasons. It's technical, it's difficult. What you think, Sota?
100%. Technical track, but a fun track. But tricky when you touch the curbs. Sometimes based on ring settings and your arrows, one small Anyana touch can spin you. This happened to Titus last season when he was leading the race first lap and spun out. He was able to recover though after learning from his lessons.
Yeah, no, really unforgiving track, man. So I can't wait to go racing. So if we'd have wet weather, that would, I'm sure, disappoint a lot of drivers on the grid.
Weather looks fine, partly cloudy. Are we going to be expecting rain later on? Will be interesting, but it looks good for now.
Definitely does, man. Let's go racing, man. The second last week of racing after Suzuka, we jump over to Italy, Monza, the empire of speed, and then we summarize the season with Australia. And I'm sure everyone is thinking of playoffs, but it's too soon to call it. Football races can make a huge difference.
It's heated up there. Relegation battle is heated up. Tier 1 relegation, Tier 2 promotion. Whose will it be? Wait to see. As the lights are about to go out, Melo. Let's go.
Okay, let us go to the grid, man. Queen Suzuka, Japan, for you. Yes, every driver's here. Let's go. Lights out, and we go racing in Japan. Beautiful start from Ubatobi as usual, as he's currently leading the track. But Tamayo is challenging, and it looks to be a clear start from everyone on the grid so far. Beautiful start, clean start. The Ferraris have managed to avoid each other. No contact so far from everyone on the grid.
And Stepotemba takes his position back from Ubatobi. Nice and clean. On the S's. What a move that was. Takes the lead. Bagnobi seemed to go wide a bit there. The Ferraris are following each other in 3 and 4.
Oh, MKG spins out. MKG spins out due to a curb, but nothing detrimental. We still go racing.
100%. What a clean start by all the drivers.
Oh, because the top 4 is getting heated up. Utepotemba, after losing at the start to Ubanobi, reclaims his position back. Kings 3s would be very happy to hear it. But Utamayo, Wakokota at the back of that McLaren of Ubanobi, trying to hustle him into a mistake as they go into the end of sector 2.
We have a virtual safety car. Mshenguti is off. Topoza's without a wing. Ludi Tepo has DNF. Safety car is out. Topoza is without a wing.
And with alternate strategy, he'll be so pissed. He will be so pissed. This ruins. What do you do as Topoza? What do you do? Go back to the mediums.
Pitch again for mediums.
Correct. I fully support that. Safety car deployed. Let us watch now, because we tend to see surprises regarding pits in Tier 2. Let us just keep an eye on watching on what everyone does. Uoma from the back of the grid finds himself
in P5.
Tamayo pits. Tamayo goes into the pit.
Tamayo pits.
Okay.
Is it a broken wing? No, just a strategy. Hard compound. Is he taking it to the end of the race? Is this the smart strategy? Interesting, but too early. I think too early to call it. Too early to call it.
Man, the mediums could have done a fantastic job for him, man. So not only is Tamayo banking to just go to the race comfortably. He's banking with no safety car. So that's a bold move from the Ferrari driver.
A very bold move. A very bold move. Also, track position gonna be interesting. Suppose as well is on the hard compound. Oh, September, what a clean overtake he did there. After losing the position on the first turn, he capitalized with Mangobi going wide and just took that position back. And he currently sits in P1. The two Aston Martins are back in front, Melo.
No, definitely, man. Definitely. Hope we don't see any collusions because we got a lot of reports of people saying the Aston Martin safety car kept on going around unnecessarily, therefore giving the Ferrari, the F1 car an advantage of his tires last time. So, and no official answers have been given by the FIA, and history has told us not to expect any. So we go around now with September in P1 is where he started. Bangobi P2. Zepiso is a hungry dog here who keeps on trying to get the most out of his car. Says P3. Ubo, who has jumped from the back of the grid, finds himself in P4. He has made up 9 places. That is Ubo. Oh, that is fantastic, man. That is fantastic driving from Ubo with a soft compound tire. Most drivers would have gone for the medium, starting at the back, but he wanted to do some overtakes, and that is just what he did. Ubo currently sits P4. The soft tire. Gamma Maverick, he made up 6 places, finds himself P5. Tyson made up places, P6. Kid K911 finds himself in 7th place. Tegwe, Kem KG following his formation, and the Williams in 8th and 9th place. Stags up is the yellow card, he's summarizing the top 10. Tamayo has boxed from 3rd place. Interesting to see.
It's an interesting call by Tamayo, very interesting call. He has to deal with the traffic in Japan, likely to be slowed down. All softs in front of him right now. It's gonna be interesting. Dinero asking who qualified pole. It's as things stand. September was P1, Bangobi qualified P2. Utamayo was P3 on the hard compound. And then Utsepiso, who's his teammate, was in P4. Ubonga has moved serious places, literally moved 9 spots into P4, starting at the back after he was not able to put a time, crashing out on his first out lap.
So interesting to see what's Tamayo's game plan, man. I genuinely want to see how this pans out. I'm looking at the pit stop strategy here. It's also saying soft hard. Is that you as well, Zoltan?
Soft hard, Max. Oh, okay. Like, or you can pull a Titus and say soft medium and then manage Amatayra Titus.
No, definitely. But take the soft swats to lap 10.
Yeah, lap 10.
You can take the medium.
You can take the medium, actually. You're right. You can take the medium compound.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see. The advantage we have in Tier 1 is that we copy here. The Tier 2 drivers, they come first, they race, we take notes, and then... Topoza, what are you doing? Topoza, no! I think we're suffering from a glitch. Topoza is sweeping through the field. He might have lost a wing, though. The way he went behind. Topoza, no, start that car, Chief. Kickstart that thing, bruh. Come on. Topoza.
What's happening with Topoza? What's happening with Topoza's car?
He did the thing of sweeping through the field. I'm trying to evaluate his front wing.
Yeah, his front wing is fine. His front wing looks fine.
Topoza, I think that was a technical issue. The one that we usually suffer with Ray and Kid K, but everything seems to be back to normal. Topoza's at the back of the crate with hard compound tires.
Is the safety car in this lap? No announcement yet.
Right, we're gonna have to.
There we go. Very late call by the Aston Martin.
They first consult each other and then they get decision. Interesting to see. Let's see the restarts. Will Batobi have a jump? Cold tires should not affect the drivers coming out of that chicane. This is a tricky place for traction. So far, so good. September manages to put some breathing space between him and Batu. Tepiso follows close behind. Then Ukama Maverick caught sleeping as he's behind the top four so much. Tyson sits in P6. comfortably as his teammate. Topoza's at the back.
Tyson takes Gamma Maverick. And he moves into P5.
Gamma is holding up, bunching up the field. I think he's suffering from tire.
Tegwe moves wide. There's gonna be contact here. Tamayo is moved into P8. And this is what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna be dealing with traffic in front of him. Stizer get a 5-second penalty. Tegwe goes wide.
Tegwe almost tags his teammates out of the race. That was so close for comfort between the Williams, man. Oh, yes, Gamma goes wide. Gamma goes wide. Seems to be struggling with tire temperatures as well as Tamayo. There's a bit of a wobble there, but manages to keep his car on track. Tamayo finds himself in P7 on the hands. Yeah, not better. Yeah, man, that's a bit. But Tommy spins. And loses out to Ubonga and Tepi. So in the process. Oh, man, what a shame from Bangobe.
Oh, Bangobe, but did he break a wing?
No, luckily
looks fine.
Intact, yeah. It's virtual safety
car. Oh my goodness, drama. Lap 4 of 27 already in Japan, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad strategy, is it now, by Tamayo? We'll wait to see.
Yes, we have a virtual safety car because of Tegwe, who has lost his front wing very close to a DNF, but then Williams manages to stay on track. Oh, because we'd love to see a double Red Bull DNF. Okay, interesting to see.
So Toza has moved up into P9, ladies and gentlemen.
And he is joined by a driver on track. I do not know why he's here, but
he has joined the wrong party. He's definitely joined the wrong party, Stelo. Get in your car and get out of the commentary, Stelo.
Disconnect here. Select the boy, mic check 1315.
Drive that car and get out of this party.
Okay, we've got 13 drivers. Tegwe replaces the wing. I think the virtual car was for him to pit and not lose too much time behind. He currently sits P13.
Gets a drive through. He is sending his car under a virtual safety car. Oh no. As we jump back into the front, Tepiso might have been caught napping as he is 2.5 seconds behind Tepotemba extending that gap. Ubangobi seems to have made his position back from Ubonga, as Ubonga is now in P4 again.
I think Ubonga might have had an episode as well. He might have had an episode. TRS enabled downboards. FIA, thank you for that. Now we're going to see some racing. Now we'll see some overtakes.
Tepiso has pit as well.
Is the Ferrari charging his tires as his teammate passes him?
What was that pit stop about?
It's tier 2 or tier P, as some would call it. So what happens after that?
Tier P.
Tepiso fights it. Hey, Red Bull! There's a Red Bull, I don't know. Okay, no, that was so close. Topoza and Tepiso are fighting now. Oh, Tepiso went on the soft compound tire again. Okay.
Topoza just let him pass. Topoza just let him pass.
Topoza, why?
Does Topoza have a broken wing? He seems to be struggling.
But anyway, Alpine, there's a lot going on in tier 2 right now. There's a lot going on. We don't know what's going on, whether he has double engine failure from Red Bull, as someone said in the comments. Looks like it might be coming through because Topoza is not doing very well.
Topoza is not proposing. It's opening. We don't know what's going on.
We don't know. Tepotemba so far after 6 laps is having a comfortable race.
7 seconds ahead.
Loaded because he is not fighting anybody. He is 7 seconds ahead of Ubango, who is then 3 seconds ahead of Ubonga in 3rd place. But Utama, he does the fastest lap, Jesus.
Tepotemba is sending this car. Is Ubango cuts the gap, cutting the gap a bit, but obviously using his ERS, and as we are aware, Tepotemba is just saving that ERS. Bonga back in P3. Tamayo, the hard compound, in lap 7 of 27, sits comfortably in P4. Tyson, who is clearly the better Red Bull driver right now, sits in P5. Tepiso is chasing, who pits for the soft compound again.
Yeah, Topoza goes on the hard tire. Oh, excuse me, that he had a broken wing. He just went into a pit, replaced his wing, and went on the medium tire. Okay.
As we are live with Tepiso pushing his car versus Tyson. Tyson is saying, no, I'm not letting you go. Oh, and he goes wide. Oh, that's contact. No, that was an unsafe. Yes. Unsafe return by Tyson. Unsafe return, which has obviously ended his race. Contact to Tepiso. Safety car is out. Advantage with the soft runners now. Tamayo on the hard compound will definitely get track position. Oh, Tyson. Oh.
Tamayo needs to pit, man. Tamayo needs to pit. He needs to pit. I know there's a lady in the comments who will be happy about that results right now. Have to see about that. Tamayo, both drivers pit. September goes on the medium compound tire. Tamayo coming through the final chicane. It does not pit. Tamayo keeps his hard compound tire. Chooses track position.
Doesn't pit.
Does he pass Tamayo? It's gonna be so close coming out of the pit lane, and he does. Tamayo passes September on the pit. Ubonga. He stays out. Ubonga stays out. Okay. Interesting to see. He's the one in the cockpit. We have to wait to see how that pans out. September is in P3 with the medium compound tire. Tamayo with the hards, with the intention of going to the end of the story. Aibo, the McLaren of Bangobi went on the softs again. Brand new softs in the McLaren of I love tier 2. I love tier 2. We get to collect intel here. Short for intelligence. We are about to see what happens as Bangobi goes committing himself to another pit stop. He sits in fourth place. In front of him, September's on the medium. Tamayo's on the hards. And Ubonga is on the soft compound tire. He started with. Outside the top 5, we've got Gamma Maverick. After that, we've got Kid K in the hard compound tire and the Alpine. The Alpines seems to be struggling lately. Is it because of that their leader is very occupied with development?
Hey man, it depends which tier you're talking about, because we've got Loveness turning things up in tier 1. So yeah, I think maybe Smuda's just working on Loveness and has forgotten about the tier 2 drivers.
Nah, 100%, man. Loveness has just picked up the reins so quick and doing the most in tier 1. Oof, okay, we've got I love these strategy games, man. Tepiso who pit for new mediums, which I think is a very
can take it, yeah, can take it to the end of the race.
The remaining Williams is MKG in P8, Texas, the Haas in P9, Kipoza, new mediums in P10, Sheguti. Did he serve his drive-through hotel?
Sheguti, has he served this drive-through? No.
I think he has, but Gama has.
Gama Maverick hasn't served. Yeah, Umshengu has served his, yes, correct.
Bonga, what are you doing?
It's
rather now, he should have done it earlier, but yeah. So that puts Tamayo in the lead of the race with the hard compound tire. September with the mediums, but so Harasov Bantu.
Bonga. After so much work he has done, he has just messed that one up by not pitting. Back to the back of the grid. Yeah. Tamayo sits comfortably in P1 with the hard compound. September will definitely have something to say there. Wangobi will definitely have to pit again, as he would need to finish the race on a different compound. Why wouldn't you have done it? Why wouldn't you have done a soft medium instead of soft medium? Rather do a soft medium soft instead if you are planning on a different strategy.
Because there's a very good chance that the medium will still be okay. Because sometimes you change your strategy mid-race and think, I can get to the end of the story on this. So he should have gone for the medium tire. He should have. But that's just us, man. He knows what's best.
Hey, Ukama's off track. Kid K is also off track. What's happening with these guys?
Continue. They know, man. I was just saying the drivers know better, so maybe it's faster going that way. We don't know, man.
Are they warming up their tires in the sand?
Who is the driver? You know, he's hungry to get points. Lately, Genesis is trying to do the most. As we've got, shout out, this will be a 5-stop race. Hey, who is that?
It's Selby. Hey, Mr. Cockpit. Hey, always targeting.
He was enjoying that champagne that was left over from
last night, yesterday, in the podium.
Maybe he's still drinking that champagne right now.
Safety car should be in this lap.
It will be because it's no
Let's
more
go. Shane gets a 5-second penalty.
Okay, one thing. Exactly, Miss Bond. That's what I said too. If there's one thing tier 2 drivers can do is drive. See what I did there? Let's go. The restart of safety car. Tamayo's leading.
Tamayo will have a problem starting these tires with the hard compound. Their tires are heaviest compound of them all. September. They're not warmed up there. September puts the pressure.
Label. These guys are at the back. Unefua and Tepisa side by side going into turn 1. Side by side, who will yield first? MKG takes the business decision, but now Tepisa picked up a penalty.
A penalty of going off track.
Oh, there was a nice fight between the two men, but we've got Tamayo leading with the hard compound tire in P1, followed by Tepisa. We've got yellow flags. Tepisa is bad. Oh, what a shame, but doesn't lose out a lot. Drops out to P6. Oh, what a shame for Tepisa.
Hey, September, I think there was contact there with September and Tamayo. The three front drivers are chasing each other neck and neck. Who's gonna master their braking zones? Nice and clean by Tamayo, nice and clean by Ubangnob. As we go live with Ubangnob, I think he's got a better view of the front two drivers. Tamayo leads with the hard compound. September, new mediums, definitely taking them to the end of the race. Who has the advantage here? 7 lap old hards, 1 lap old mediums. Melo.
You know what? Get him. Oh, Tepoteba is a broken wing.
Yes, there was contact with Tamayo. I saw that contact was a bit heavy. Might have just broken his wing.
He'll definitely be pitting. I think he should go back to the medium
compound.
Must have it as Ubanobi is relentlessly chasing Tamayo in P1. Ubanobi will be aching to get in front because he's definitely forced to make another pit stop. September goes into the pit to replace his wing and does so with the new set of medium
compound.
He's chopping down the field. Oh, what a shame from your pulsator, man.
Dinero says no setting photo boss. It doesn't seem like it as he is putting pressure on MKG. MKG holding his own in P3, followed closely by Utepiso as well. These guys gonna be taking their ties to the end of the race. Ubangobi is putting pressure on Tamayo. Tamayo obviously running the hard compound. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Bangobi has to pit as he hasn't changed his compound.
And he's gaining on Tamayo, man. Like really gaining. Interesting to see how soon he can make them. And also Tamayo, let's say you're Tamayo, do you fight Bangobi?
I manage those tires. I let him. Seeing as he's on the soft compound, I think I'd defend him as much as possible, Melo. Let him burn those tires. You obviously don't want him to have. Hey, You obviously don't want him to open like a serious gap, because then that gives him an advantage when he has to pit, because he's probably gonna pit on a newer compound, much faster compound. So I'd defend him as much as possible.
Yeah, 100%. We're saying that MKG made a mistake there for letting Tukoza and Tepiso pass. DRS enabled, and no surprise, but Tommy takes the fastest lap of the race. Interesting to see what he will do now.
Hey, Tamayo, hey, holds it. Ooh, saves it.
Ah, man, that's some Tokyo Drift stuff, man. From Tamayo.
Hey.
Beautiful save from that. But Ubatobi is right here. Coco behind the Ferrari. Tamayo. Oh, interesting to see. Tsepisonai is hounding that Red Bull that one of our viewers wants out of the race. Interesting to see what will happen there. Tsepiso has been making a few mistakes. But yeah, again, he wants to be up there. Sector 1, yellow flags. Uboga makes a mistake. In P6, spins out and is now challenged by Stegza. Swoops past. Oh, yeah. Triple temper, man. When contact with Tamayo is currently P9. Hey, this race is not even halfway, guys. It's not even halfway.
And there's so much drama already. Oh
man, interesting to see what will happen from here. Hey, yellow flag. What is that? What is that? It can't be wrong, huh? But it's clear. September flies past the 911 of Kid K in the Alpine.
Bango will be putting the pressure on Tamayo. I think Tamayo.
No, yay! Side by side, like Senna and Diggy. What a move by Banobi, man! What?
Who gets the DRS? Tamayo gets the DRS. Banobi leads in lap 13. Lap 13 in Japan on the soft compound.
Oh freak! Ah, no, Tamayo, perfect. Don't risk it too much. Hey, Banobi, would you have done the move there? I'll answer that for you before you answer. You wouldn't have done the move there, but you would have stuck your nose.
I would have. Just to, just to see if you are awake.
Yeah, no, I've pressed you so many times. I now know what the men do. But all the surprises, man, stuck your move in there before the chicane.
And Bangobi is opening the gap. Lung says he let him go because he knows that Bangobi will pit.
But has crashed.
Oh, DNF by MKG. Oh no.
Is this a safety car? No, it's not. Yellow flag. Yellow flag so far.
Hey, get out when a yellow flag. Get out, man.
No, we do not need a safety car.
We do not need a safety car.
We've lost the second Williams tonight in Suzuka. It does not look like we'll have safety car. I think the marshals are able to pull the car from the track and we should be racing shortly. Tamayo is not pulling. I mean, Ugatov is not pulling away from Tamayo. Definitely not. I love this from Tamayo, man. This is good pace. This is really good pace from Tamayo.
As Ulung said, he let him go there. As Tamayo wouldn't have let him go, I would have defended him as much as possible. Make him burn those tires, just so he doesn't get an advantage.
Tepiso's trying to make him move. Gets the DRS, but maybe actually a mistake. I think the DRS will just help him repeat a little bit closer to the back of Topoza. That's going to be an interesting fight. Tepiso and Topoza for the final podium position as it stands. But we have to see strategy call from one. You see, if safety car would come out anytime from now.
Tepiso safety car will probably be out.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. It's advantage. Who now? Bangobi.
Bangobi and Tamayo need to pit. They both need to pit. Oh, because we have lost five drivers. We have lost Tepiso. That's such a shame, man. We have lost MKG in the same lap. We have lost Mike Tyson, Tech, and oh, it looks like we're losing. Every team is losing one driver the way things are
moving. Is there any tag team here? No, there's only one driver per car. Stags are holding it down. What the heck? Will you better his position? The position that he finished on Monday, finishing P5, currently sits in P4. Kid K, will he be able to finish a race and get points? Wait to see. Ubonga sits comfortably with new mediums. But
please pit Fox and Tamayo, please pit. And those two definitely need to. Tamayo can go in the mediums. Yes, but Toby does.
Tamayo keeps track's position.
He's comfortable. He's really
comfortable. Another drive through from Shenguti. Shenguti, as in, we give up.
Yeah, I think he loves fast foods, man.
But the Proposa pits as well. Interesting.
I hope the medium. I really hope the medium.
It's advantage Bangobi now. Because no one will take this position.
Softs from Topoza. Actually, I'll do the same thing. 10 laps
How many laps to go? 12. Yeah, it's basically 10 laps. Ooh,
I would take the
Topoza.
softs. I would
Smart.
take the softs. Nice call.
Nice call by Topoza, actually.
Hard luck the piece of man. The fifth retiree in this race, man. Oh, what a shame. We've got Tamayo, who is set on those hard tires. He's not trying to be doing other strategies.
Yeah, but it's advantage Bangoba now. Oh, advantage Topoza as well, actually.
Where is the walk until the man is with P6? If he can get. Oh, but Zapata's back. Zapata's back though as well. So 2 lap, all the other medium, counting the third one because of safety car. I think September also will be in the mix. If he can clear strikes early, if he's able to do so. Remain interesting fight. The top 4 will be reunited, but just without Tsepiso, man. The tires can go to the end. The hard tire compounds of Tamayo can definitely go to the end, no problem. It's just the pace that's going to be questionable. But he knows. I think he felt very comfortable that is Tamayo, because at some point he was keeping up with Bangobi on his brand new softs. So I believe he believes that his hearts have the pace and ability to go to the end.
Love to see the rivalry, man. Love to see the rivalry. And again, the battle between P3 in the constructors. Tamayo sits in P3. Topoza is a couple of points behind him. He said his main aim with the remaining races is to finish ahead of him. We'll see that today. Can't wait to see that.
We have to wait and see. But Topoza, I know. Interesting to see what we do from here. Very interesting what we do from safety car is going. I got Tamayo pits.
You know I take to Yazin.
He's dropping. He's literally dropping down the pack.
And he goes on mediums.
Oh, what the?
Marataman. Why do guys pass the first time they have an option to pick and pick the second time?
Once you pass the first time, it's over.
It's forget. Just stay. Just keep track position.
No, Tamayo, man. Oh, his teammates will also be gutted. The Ferrari team will be gutted. So now it's advantage Bangobi. But Topoza also on the brand new softs. Basically brand new spanking. So because Temba moves up a position, he can see his rivals in front.
Temba might be fighting for the podium finish, or will Ostendo, aka Stags, be able to defend that position. His medium compound, 7 laps old, can definitely take it to the end of the race. Oh my goodness, what call was that by Utamayo? My goodness.
I don't know. Some people in the comments are blaming witchcraft. We don't know. We can either confirm or deny. However, that call from Tamayo is really questionable. But you know what? The race is far from over. With 10 laps to go in one of the longest tracks on the calendar. A lot is still at stake. Interesting to see. But no, he leads from Topoza, Stakes, September, top 4, Kike. Who's been at the front of the grid, at the back of the grid, is currently in the middle of it right now in P6. He's got Tamayo in the Ferrari P7, Shemuti, the guy with no drive to use the comment D, currently sits in P8. Gamma Maverick, who summarizes the grid, P9. Ah man, and no penalties. I love it here too. That's one part I'm really love it. P9.
Safety car is in this lap. We look Topoza attack Bangobi. Can't wait to see this battle.
Topoza sleeping. Outmove now, because Topoza's a bit far back.
Safety car hasn't driven in yet, so. And we are off.
Let's go. Things are got napping there. Okay, nice start from Bangobi. followed by Topoza closely, 7 tenths behind. Hey, there's a move being done. Something happened. Something happened. I just can't see what. Kid K dropped, yes. Kid K dropped. Hey! Oh, contact between Mshevu and Kid K. Kid K, hit the brakes a bit too hard there. Mshevu dived to the back of that Alpine. He jumped out, promoting everyone. Promoted Temba.
Hey! Goes on the outside, Temba. Goes on the grass. Does he hold his car? He holds it. Oh, that's a risky overtake there, but he managed to make it. Moves up to P3. Topoza, is he putting pressure on Ubangobi? ERA still full. Both drivers, ERA still full. Oh, this is going to be 10 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, tier 2. Topoza, soft compound. Bangobi, medium compound. But Bangobi seems to be holding his own.
Once they start spending that ERS, we'll know who's feeling pressure. We will know who's feeling pressure. The longer Bangobi keeps, but those even if you're pushing the source for the speed, they will make it to the end.
Bangobi seems to be opening that gap from Topoza. Is already out of the DRS zone, sitting comfortably in P2.
Yeah, I think Bangobi has greater straight line speed. Right, Topoza goes a bit wide there, costs him a lot.
Yeah, it cost him a lot of time. Almost a second.
Yo, that's gang. Oh, moves past Texas. Tamayo moves past Texas. Is Tamayo looking at the Mercedes? Is Tamayo looking at the Mercedes? Yes, he is. Side by side. Wait, no!
Just put the nose in front. Was hoping to scare Bonga away there.
No, but Bonga says not namhlanje, Puti. Let's race. But Bonga keeps P4 in the Mercedes.
Tamayo seems to have better traction though on the S's. Bonga seems to be losing his car. Tamayo fighting his way back. Bonga's tires 4-lap old. Tamayo, fresh mediums. What's gonna happen here? Hey, Bonga, hey!
You know, it's the pressure. It's Tamayo's in P5, Bonga's in P4. Fighting. Utepoteba's in between the two fights, trying to make his way to the front too, as he feels like...
Hey! No! Almost contact there by Tamayo on the ball. Luckily, no contact as he opens his ERS. Bonga's feeling the pressure. Is Bonga going to defend? Hey! He can't overtake there. Goes on the inside line. Bonga goes wide. Bonga's feeling the pressure. Inside line again. Tamayo wants this position and he seems like he's going to get it. He's on the inside. They side by side. Is there going to be contact by the two? Who's going to hold the inside line? Bonga throws his car in. Bonga says, not today, Jackson. Not today. Hey.
Bonga is not having it. Bonga is not having it in P4. Oh, because they are modified, but that was a track race for the century, man. Woo.
No, that was lit. I think Tamayo yielded there. He shouldn't have yielded. He was ahead. He shouldn't have yielded.
You don't know what
exactly. It's the same question Selby is asking. Why did Tamayo back out there? He was leading. I guess it's survival of the fittest as Spags crashes out.
Oh, safety car, no.
Oh, another safety car. Another safety car. Bangobi was 4 seconds ahead, ladies and gentlemen. I hope Bangobi doesn't pit for sauce. I just hope he doesn't.
If he pits, he'll come out P5. I hope he doesn't. Bonga, I hope he doesn't. Usepotemba.
I hope he doesn't.
No one should pit.
No one should pit.
Let's hear in the comments. Who do you think will pit? Let's quickly send your comments. Who do you think will pit in sector 3? Send your comment, just write a name. Who do you think will pit? Not who shouldn't. Just say who do you think will pit. I'm just playing a game instead. As we have more drivers going through the final sector, Bangobi, Topoza, Tepotemba, Bonga, and Tamayo are your top 5. Let us see to the pits, riding along with Bangobi, going through the final chicane. He's on the medium tire, which is 3 laps old. Does he pit? It doesn't. He goes through. Topoza goes through. Tepotemba does. I knew it. Goes through. Tamayo goes I knew there'll be a banner. I knew there'll be one banner going into the pit.
I knew it, my banner.
Okay, let's go. Where does Tamayo fit out now? I mean, September.
P5. He must attack now.
Yeah, Kid K pits. Gava Mavericks going through the grass to go to the pit lane. Shem is driving. Yeah. He's driving that Alfa Romeo. I think the safety car might go as well as expected. So now, we've got a new Sector 5 with a shuffled tire choice. So we've got Bangobi still in front with his mediums, 4 laps old. Toboza, 4 laps old, so is behind Bantu. Boga sits in P3 after a beautiful fight he had with Tamayo, also medium compound tire. Tamayo is on the medium compound tire. Then September walks from P3, is now back in P5, but with brand new softs with 7 full laps of racing remaining. So, asasibona ukuthi iyophela kanjani indaba.
Hey, interesting. Yeah, I don't think it's a back call by September, but now he needs to fight his way up, which is not easy, noting 2 laps also without DRS.
Also, your competitors' tires were not really that old. Yeah, so your advantage will be for 2 track positions. That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
And the battle between Utoboza and Bangob, it seems like Bangob has got the pace, eh, from Utoboza.
It seems like it, but yay, 6 laps to go. I get your call. There's a sense of a good call in September's call, right? But yeah, man, I think it's risk management. So let's see.
Also gunning for the fastest lap as well.
Yes,
it actually might pan out. We'll wait to see.
One overtake would be good. The safety car going in this lap.
Nope, it will go around again.
So the soft runners will be very happy to hear that. Okay, I think everyone basically is. Guys, no.
How? Why? Where? Where's Kingstraw? Kingstraw must come back so Aston Martin can win constructors. Because Ferrari, I can't.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Honestly, now Tamayo's at the backpack. By backpack, I mean like backpack. No, Tamayo, no, man. Really, no, man. No.
Michelle hasn't served this drive-through penalty.
I know, he knows, yeah, now he knows when he said that. We'll have to wait.
Yeah, Tamayo. Hey, yeah, you know what? Oh, Tamayo. Heaven only knows. Heaven only knows.
So, September's definitely smiling now. He's
definitely smiling. He can at least attack 1 driver less. And the Bongas mediums are 7 laps old. Ooh.
You know what? When we'll know, when we'll know about September, how soon, and if he can clear, if he can pass Bonga, and if he can do it quickly,
before DRS.
Now we have a race. Hi, Kosiam. Let's go. Lap 21 of 27. Looks like we'll have 6 laps of full racing. Half of those will be done under DRS. So that's interesting to see. Utamayo's even pushing the sister team Alfa Romeo off Shengu Debaba. Let's go. Let's catch up to the pack, as he knows that he needs to make up places.
Bad call, Tamayo. Not gonna lie.
Let's not forget, if you still want to see some pit stop action, like and subscribe, and this will keep on coming each time you come to Pit Stop Galore in Tier 2. Let's go.
And one good thing about subscribing to BrakeAway versus F1 TV, BrakeAway is free as the safety car is coming in this lap. Ladies and gentlemen, Kopoza mustn't be costly pay. September. I think these gaps are too big, man. You know, tier one, we are seeing each other's engines, Baba, because we know it's about to go down.
Let us ride along with Topoza and see. Oh, but Toby sells it. It's like, but you keep us close. but with the ERS, both drivers, but we might go into the lead. I'm sure.
I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know. I knew that was gonna happen. As the Bangobi goes wide, able to hold it all, and then comes back clean. Bonga, September, how's it going there? Hey, Kaposa goes wide on the S's. Bonga has an opportunity, no.
Yeah, tower warm up seems to be the issue so far. But Toby looks like the drivers are now getting comfortable. But this car seems to be tiptoeing all over the place. Tamayo has passed Gamma Maverick and will be trying to get past these cars as quickly as he can, if he can. We've got September in P4, Bonga P3, Koboza P2. Bangobi in the lead of the race with 6
Bonga goes wide, Bonga goes off track. Oh no, almost contact. Oh.
What a save from Bonga. What a save from Bonga, man. Oh, what a save. But he now has Tamayo coming behind him. Soft Tamasha. Fully sending now September. This is a race. Show us what you got, September. Show us why you paid. He currently sits P3, a second, and 2 tenths behind Kopoza and making gains. September. Tamayo as well is creeping up on Ubonga in P4. These are vindictive driving we see from September.
Purple sector from Utamayo. Is he going for the first lap? Takes back chicane, nice and clean. He is putting the pressure on the Bonga. Bonga seems to be struggling on that medium compound. About to lose a position again. Willie, not right now. I think Utamayo might just wait for TRS, which will slow him down as Ubonga has fallen 2.5 seconds behind the leading pack. Kopoza putting the pressure on Ubangobi. Kopoza goes on, he might have been disturbed by Kopoza, comes back. Oh, but he was attacking there, Kopoza. Oh, damn.
Kopoza crashes. This is a win. Kopoza crashes and this is a win.
Red Bull. Umaga spins. Kopoza gets his position back. Tamayo moves into P3. September. 3 seconds behind Ubangobi now chasing. Oh my goodness. What happened to the Red Bull? Ay, utineo. Natusabenza msu. Ay, natusabenza msu. Ay, ngiyamsaba nami ngiyamhloni. In actual fact ngiyamhlonipha. Senginqena ngisho nokuya Cape Town. I can't even go to Cape Town anymore.
We've got
September gunning for the first lap. Let's go.
Yes, bruh. High corner. What's happening? Oh, Bangobi might be under pressure, of course.
Bangobi puts the fastest lap. Oh, Bangobi has better. Tamayo in P3 gets the faster lap. Let's go.
I told you it's temporary. That fastest lap. Tamayo and September. Brand new soft.
Things are getting late as Kid K overtakes Ukama in the straights. Kid K moves into P5. Kid K must just finish. Was it an illegal overtake? Seems like it. Bonga sits in P4. Oh my goodness. Drama. Bangobi sits comfortably with 3 laps to go in P1 on the medium compound.
Bangobi is fully sending it. He's 2 tenths up his current time. He sees the drivers behind him coming on new tires. September. P2 closing in on the brand new soft.
It seems like Bonga might have spun again as Ukama Americans just move ahead of him. Oh, Bonga struggling in Japan. He seems to be struggling. Not sure if he's broken a wing or what, but I think he might have just spun again. Gamma Maverick moves into P4 on the Alpha Tauri. A man not used to these positions. Hopefully he can hold his car down till the end of the race. What's it look like? September's cutting the gap from Ubangobi, but Bangobi might be saving his ERS. Doesn't look like it. He is sending it. Sepo can see Ubangobi from a distance. 3 laps to go. New soft compounds. Purple sector for September. Will he take the chicane clean?
Oh man, they're creeping.
Takes it nice and clean, but Bangobi opens that gap. Once again, gets the faster lap over 132.6. September responds. Tamayo also responds. There is drama, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. We love it for the Pirates now. The top 3 drivers are fully sending it. No matter what happens, there will no longer be a safety car It's racing. It's a sprint race from now to the end. September with a controversial pit stop finds himself in P2. Tamayo. Tamayo speeds! Tamayo speeds in sector 1. Oh, what a shame from Tamayo. That puts him out of contention for a potential win. Oh, what a shame from Tamayo, who has spun after coming so close to September. Now, the race is between September and Ubangobi. Oh, the gap is only a second and a half now between Ubangobi and September. Tamayo will be so broken after seeing that, man. Will be so broken after seeing that. Ubangobi leads by only a second and 3/10 from September. Colleague, where are you? Where are you? Your bathroom break cannot be this long, Baba. It's the last 2 laps of the race.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking alone here. My mic was out.
Did they also get any mic? I'm busy here. Where's my colleague? Come on. We've got September. Only a second and 3/10 behind. Ubangobi going into the start-finish line. 2 full reps remaining. Tamayo made a mistake, man.
Oh man, Tamayo and Bonga, full of mistakes. Tamayo will probably settle for P3 now as he's out of contention. September, will he be going in? He is out of ERS. Bangobi saving it for last lap. There's only 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Bangobi, you better hold it in that chicken. Better save that car. He is fighting those S-curves. September cuts the gap to less than a second, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 left to go. Goes wide. Oh.
You know what? Bangobi is running a low wing because in the first sector he's losing time. Mara sector 3 and the start finish straight. He pulls away. He really pulls away. Boga! Come on! Boga!
Oh, Boga! It's peaceful!
Okay, we move. Final 2 laps to go. A second between Bangobi and Tamayo. This is going to be so interesting. I believe Bangobi only needs to survive this DRS zone. Then he's good to go. This is the only DRS zone he needs to survive. It's only 8 tenths now, 7 tenths now. They are spending that DRS. They are spending it. The September's going into overdraft. It is very bad. Tamayo, they're going into the start finish. Oh, Kosiam.
Will he be able to get DRS? Does it tick? This is his last shot, last lap. Sets his car, gets DRS. Will he be close enough? I do not think so. Last straight. He is out of ERS as well, and he is sending that Aston Martin. Will he be able to get to Bangobi? Bangobi says no. Bangobi on the curb. Oh, on the Bangobi.
Curbs, avoid the curbs, avoid the curbs. September's closing. He's really quicker in the first sector. He's very quick in the first sector. 6 drivers remaining. The win is between the top 2. There's only 5 tenths in it.
September goes wide. Oh, hey,
he's been doing that the whole race, but he doesn't lose a lot of time. He doesn't lose a lot of time. He's still 6 tenths behind.
Oh, September gets a 3-second penalty. Bangobi can relax.
Bangobi will.
Bangobi can relax.
There's a moment of traction. After relaxing Yannick's line, he's also panicking. He's lost traction coming out of the hairpin. Oh, Kosiam, let us see Bangobi. So far, so good from the McLaren driver. Leading 9 tenths. September behind, but with the 3-second penalty, he has to pray to God, or whoever some people pray to these days. But
he needs Dinero right now. September needs Dinero right now.
Oh, Kosiam, a second, Bangobi only has the final chicane and the exit, which has claimed lives before. The commentators to be exactly, so hopefully it does not happen to Bangobi. Exiting, oh, perfect.
Perfect. And your race winner. After a good battle, ladies and gentlemen, Bangobi Sepoti finishes second. Tamayo will take P3. Ubonga crashed out with 1.5 laps to go. And he was in P4. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But after an error made in a position and a controversial pit stop, I think he'll take P3 today.
Come on, Maverick. Mr. Aston Martin, someone we never talk about the most, is going to be finishing in P4. Oh, he should be proud of himself in this position. Takes the last chicane.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And Topoza, some people will be happy that you made it to the finish, but he might jump to P4.
Yes, he does.
Due to penalties, he jumps to P4. Oh, Kosiam. Yo, what a race. I
What a
enjoyed
race.
that.
Nah, that was a lit race by Tier 2. Beautiful
what
race.
A race.
Bonga, even if he crashed out, guest driver of the day. That is so unfortunate
did
for
you hear what you
Ubong.
said? Ubonga crashed out, his teammates is crashed and still got driver of the day. Come on!
Let's go. Kid K also finishes in the points, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring these drivers in here. Like Ngobi, Tepotemba, and Tamayo.
Good morning.
What a race, mate. Like, what a race, bro. Congratulations, Suzuka. You came P1 and coming into this race, you told me you're not really feeling comfortable with this track. You managed to start P2 in quali. And then run me through. Start of the race, you passed Tepotemba and then?
Ash, I think I cut him off. So, being the gentleman that I am, I let him go through, and I was like, okay, boy, go through, don't worry, we have this. And then, yeah, I started racing, spun out. Yeah, this track, man, was just difficult. And then my strategy was also questionable, but I was like, I know what I'm doing. Let's go.
So, yes, please, run me through that. So, you go through the softs again. Tell me.
Yeah, so instead of going with softs and then mediums, I chose to go softs and then mediums because I was not really comfortable with the hards on this track because they don't have a lot of pace. I'm sure you saw how I overtook Tomayo when he was on hard. On the straight, they just don't move. During the corners, they have some, but yeah, they don't move. So I was also banking on the safety car. I underfueled for the first time in this season. I wanted to try it out. Thank goodness I didn't pull the loveness. But yeah, it was a good race. It was a good race.
Yeah, no, man. Congrats, man. Congrats. Shout out to the head. You had actually the people's person for driver of the day. So congrats again, man. After a horrendous racing.
A few races, so far.
So I think this is a good bounce back, man. Especially finishing in front of your championship rival.
Tepotemba.
Yeah, hey, that man is a problem, eh?
No, Tepotemba was putting the pressure, making a bit of mistake. So, Bangobi, tell me, with 2 races to go, you think it's in the bag?
Oh, definitely. It's in the bag. I have to make sure.
hey, it only takes 2 DNFs, eh? Only 2 DNFs, but shout out, Bangobi, comfortably leading the Tier 2 standings and on his way for promotion. Tepotemba, man, can you take us through the race while Melo tries? Melo, if you could try get Utamayo onto the party, can you just take us through your race, man? Just odd pit stops from I wouldn't actually say yourself, but the grid. Can you just take us through your thinking process on that?
I think it was a tough race. From what happened? I think I hit Tamayo from the back and I really broke. And after that, I think I just went into a bit of a panic mode. Just to try to recover what was left of the race. So I found myself pitting when I shouldn't have. But yeah, I think in the end, I'm pretty happy with how everything worked out. Yeah, man. And at the end, I thought maybe I'd get a chance against Bangobi, but I made a mistake, like coming out the S's.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I knew that it was game over. Then when I got the 3-second penalty, I said, I know P2 it is for the day. But yeah, man. Overall, I think I'm happy with the race.
Nice recovery, man. Straw was gunning for you as his teammate, busy living his best life in Durban there. Obviously, obviously the battle now for constructors is between you guys and Ferrari. Seeing as you finished ahead of Ferrari, obviously more points for you guys. 2 races to go. Are you gunning for it?
Yeah, I'm gunning for it, man. I just need my teammate to also come through. But I think in his absence, whether he's here next race or not, I'll have to just push hard and hopefully we clinch it at the end.
100%. Nice race, man. Shout out to T, man.
Thank you,
P2.
Mikey. Shout out to you.
Shout
guys.
out. Mic check, Tamayo. Mic check, Tamayo.
Getting Tamayo, man. He says he can't come in. I think he can't. I don't know what's going on with Tamayo. Shout out to Potema, man. Consistency, man. I'm sure losing from pole is not really a nice feeling, eh?
Yeah, amen. Tough feeling, but yeah.
Yeah,
At
so
least I got podium, so that's good.
100%, man. So I'm sure right now you're already thinking about it. Hey, Tier 1 is really 5-2, eh?
Hey man, it's 5-2 dog, but yo, I need all the practice I can get because it's a whole different ball game. On that other side. So yeah, in the off season, it's gonna be me and F1 one way.
No, 100%. But trust, man, you've got the pace. You've shown the money. I don't have any doubts that you're going there proper. So wow, come to Tier 1, man. Come to Tier 1.
Thank you, my T. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out.
100%. This also means that is Bangobi was confirmed that he'll be in Tier 1. Might as well just say welcome to Tier 1. But no.
The gap is, I think the playoffs is still the tricky section there.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting.
Thank you so much, guys. See you next season. Hopefully, I'll have a wheel, and then we can challenge that leader in Tier 1. We are coming.
Also, you're using the McLaren winnings to buy a wheel now.
Yeah. I think part of the winnings, I'm going to use it. First, I need to upgrade the engine because I see my colleagues there in Europe are struggling, man. So I just need to get a new engine. After getting a new engine, I'm gonna get a wheel, and then it's all good to go. We'll be challenging the front runners in Tier 1.
Yeah, no, shut up, boy, shut up. Now it looks like we will not be hearing from Tamayo, someone who we needed to get intel, man,
and understand his pitch strategy. Oh man,
I think he's still fighting with the engineers. If
and Ferrari I'd fight them too if I was him. Thanks again to all our viewers, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you tomorrow for some Tier 1 action at the same Suzuka track, and it's good night.
Amen and good night.
Danko.